Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Gemini and Libra, the relationship. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what's going on with this couple. Okay, we're going to get, this looks like a love read. It really does. It kind of looks like a love read. I don't know. Or maybe I just feel like reading love. I don't want to focus on negative stuff, but I mean, based off what I see here, I'm just saying. So, I don't know. But anyway, so, you know, you guys know I've been trying to like, so anyway, my point is I was putting some cards away and child, look what fell here, right? It came out upright though. All right, this might be significant to somebody, right? There was something with Paris, Kid, and Jen. I'm making an assumption that somebody was drinking here. They may have been out of town, out of the country. Maybe they were drinking and then the kid came, but it says Paris, Kid, Jen. So I don't know what that means to somebody. It could mean something to somebody here. Can you see that? I don't think you can see. Paris, Kid, Jen. So I'm not going to use these cards, but that might be something. Somebody might need to know that. But, okay. Well, I mean, Gemini. Guys, please keep in mind that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I don't know you. Right, this is just energy. This may not be every Gemini Libra's read. Everybody has a playlist. All the relationship reads on Zen Romance Tarot, which is this channel, are under Gemini. Because I didn't plan on doing any other relationships. So relationship reads and general reads you're going to find under Gemini on my playlist on my main channel, which is this one, Zen Romance Tarot. Alright, and join me on my other channel, Zen Whispers. Over there is... there's a little bit of everything. It's folly and all a bunch of ex reads. Oh, the ex this and that, and you know, the crazy mother-in-law, all types of. I mean, if you want to be entertained with stuff that is actually real, it's just sad, but whatever. Anyway, Gemini, give me your energy in this relationship with Libra. Give me, I guess in one word. I don't know. One word ain't really one word on these, but I was like, all right. I mean, it fell, and I was like, oh, really? Let's see what else they got going on in this deck. I haven't used this. And I got to look at, because it came with like 3, whatever, so I got to look and see. Besides, I like to incorporate these too, like game cards. Give me, what's going on with Gemini? Give me in 3 words. What's up? What you got? All right, so 13 going on 30. Oh, okay. Ooh. 13 going on 30, ciao. And then we had something that came up with a kid at first, correct? Somebody was in Paris with a kid and Jen. I don't know. I'm just saying. It could be. I'm just saying. Libra. Oh, Libra. Okay. The kissing booth. Something about a kissing booth. Somebody maybe met at a kissing booth in another country or something like that. There was something with kissing. 13 going on 30. Something about kissing here. Give me one more. Give me one more. What's the common energy under this 7 of Pentacles or in between? I know me. I'm going to take them over here. All right. I'm going to take this and I'll pull later on. Because in some instances, this turns out to be sometimes it's a situation or it's a person. Right. And if I have time, you know, and I feel like the story is not fully told, then I will put out a part 2. But, you know, anyway. How Stella got her groove back. Somebody was dating somebody younger. Yep, somebody was hooking up with somebody younger. Or, just so you guys know, this might be a separate story. Alright, the first card that I saw, it said, I showed y'all a Jen, Kid, whatever. So, keep that in mind. Gemini. Alright, what do I want to use here? Alright, because I do feel like this is very... Alright, let me go. Let me just do it. Alright. What's going on, please, in this relationship with Gemini and Libra? Hold on. Gemini, what's going on? What's your main concern here? Somebody's concern could be somebody's too young. I'm not going to take this card because I didn't shuffle them properly, but somebody could be too young. I'm concerned with your age. You might be too young. You might be too immature. Empress reverse. You might do this all the time. I don't know. You know, I'm hiding you. Somebody could be a mistress, you know, whatever. Give me, Gemini, what's on your mind here? All right. You're making me jealous. I'm not jealous. You're making everyone's eyes green. They're watching you flirt or date other people. Wait a minute. They're watching you flirt or date people other than them, and they aren't liking what they see. Be careful. Jealousy can make people do some crazy things. Right, but this person's not jealous. Right? It says you ain't jealous. You ain't shook. It looks like you might be rocking with somebody younger or something like that. Okay, Libra, what's your main concern in this relationship with Gemini? Gemini's like, it ain't nobody jealous. Or if they are, they're hiding it. But I don't know. I mean, I do see something with dishonesty here with this High Ferrant reverse. So, I mean, possibility they could be hiding their jealousy. But I really think somebody's rocking with somebody younger, right? Give me more, please. Libra, what's going on with you? What is your main concern in this relationship? You are my every walking thought. Even when you walk, you think about Gemini, it says. You are like a constant hum in the back of their mind. You're a whisper behind every moment of every day. They're obsessed with you and feel incapable of thinking about anyone else. It paints a picture that Libra is this obsessed, I love you, or, guys, do you know how I am? I'm going to be fair about this. This is the thing. What I'm seeing for Gemini could be their thoughts about Libra. Libra could be telling me the story about this Gemini who's a stalker or something like that. Obsessed. I think about you every minute. This other one's like, yeah, no matter what you do, I ain't jealous. Give me one more for the middle, please. What's up with this, how Stella got her groove back? Somebody's rocked. Both of y'all might be. There's either a difference in age or difference in maturity, or somebody really, I feel like, is dating somebody younger. It could be both of y'all. Give me one card, please. One of these cards. Somebody's flexing their muscles. It comes, okay, we got one. It comes. The world stops when I'm in your arms. Being with you brings being with you brings someone immense joy. None of their problems matter. None of the noise in the world can affect them as long as they get to be held by you. The world is not stopping for this couple or whoever these people are. The common energy is the world ain't stopping. Right? It's almost like, and it's not negative. It's almost like the world is not stopping, so I'm not going to stop either. It's like that. I'm going to keep going. It's kind of like that energy. Being with you does not bring me immense joy. Right? I feel like somebody has mixed feelings, right? You are a constant hum in the back of their mind. See, the picture gives me hearts. And I do believe that there is some love there, but nobody's obsessed. I don't know really what that's about. I don't know. But it does mention that somebody might have an overinflated ego here or something like that. My love is grown cold. And it did come out reversed, though. So like I said, I still believe that there could be some love in this scenario, whatever this is about. Gemini, we have the Page of Pentacles. It comes up for you. Literally, I'm 3 minutes over what I wanted to be with that, but whatever. Gemini, you guys have the Page of Pentacles here. All right, so the verbiage might be a little bit different, right? I'm looking at another way of looking at these scenarios when it comes to these cards, right? Unwelcome news about finances and property. Gemini, it says that you're dealing with here. So aside from this situation where you're not jealous, you're kind of like doing your own thing. Maybe you guys are dating somebody younger. This could be about a child, 13 going on 30. A child could be your concern. Actually, some of y'all could have a child. Somebody's kid could be working at a kissing booth. I would be really careful with that because, you know, I mean, people got all types of stuff going on out there. Don't do that. Those should be eliminated. Some kissing booth. I don't know. Somebody's kid might want to work the kissing booth. Whatever that's about. There's something where somebody could have been drinking in another country, got caught up with somebody who might be, you know, the age that this person was, even for that country, or something like that, whatever that's about. I'm going to leave that alone. There's something here with finances and property that comes up. There's somebody who's living extravagantly and irresponsibly. Gemini, it says you may suffer due to someone else's selfish actions. Did I say that right? Selfish actions. Ooh. I don't know if that's confirmation. Somebody's suffering due to somebody else's actions. I think we can hear that. Anyway, there's something here where somebody may have done something, but it does speak to a false sense of entitlement. Now, when I look at the verbiage, it tells me that you may suffer because of something that somebody else did, this Libra, right? I'm suffering because of what you did, Libra. I'm suffering. Now, Gemini, it's your birthday month, ain't it? So, if warranted, I will go buck on Libra. But if it ain't warranted and it's you, I'm going to call you out on it. So, really, it's like any other day. But happy birthday. Alright, so, there's a false sense of entitlement here. It says, this is how you feel about this person. Either this is you or you're blaming somebody else. But it says, you may suffer due to someone else's selfishness. A false sense of entitlement. So there's somebody in your energy, could be Libra, who has a false sense of entitlement. And it says, someone is helping themselves to what is yours. Gemini. It says you need to watch what this person is doing. They're doing something underhanded. The verbiage just go on to say that it's not necessarily theft, but it kind of is. Like somebody's misrepresenting something. They're helping themselves to what is yours. But they also have a false sense of entitlement. So it sounds like you need to be checking this Libra. I don't know. You need to be checking somebody. Maybe for some of you guys with this Page of Pentacles, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo that you need to check. Maybe they're helping themselves to what's yours, right? I don't know. Now, I do see something. I believe that's a cell phone above somebody's head. So this could be being done online. Something like that. That's just my interpretation of it, all right? Somebody could be shopping on your credit card or something like that, whoever you are, Gemini. All right, maybe they're buying some sunglasses or something. There's sunglasses. They got flowers on them. Just weird. I don't know. I think this I feel like there's things here and there that you might find with this Page of Pentacles. But somebody's doing something underhanded, right? So they're going to hit you with the, it's under $50, so they'll miss it. They got enough money. I just charge $50, something like that. Something underhanded is being done, whatever that is. So we have the Hierophant that comes out reverse here. Some of you guys are in this energy, this Taurus energy here. This might actually have something to do with money. Page of Pentacles coming out reversed. Hierophant, that's Taurus energy. That could have to do with some banking institution, something having to do with money. Right? But this also signals, Gemini, whatever this is, there's something with poor leadership. Remember, you guys get some unwelcome news about finances and property. There's something here with this Taurus energy. This could be the bank, but this does symbolize poor leadership. It could be a bad guru. It could be a judgmental teacher. Someone who's more interested in furthering their own ambitions than supporting you. This could be some sort of an institution, one that needs to be restructured and revamped. But it also tells me, Gemini, that you may have seeked out somebody. Like I'm trying to get some advice from somebody. This is a guru, so maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you're a guru. Maybe you're a priest, maybe you're a pope, I don't know. But it looks like you may have consulted with this person that's part of an institution that needs to be restructured, revamped. Somebody here gave you some wrong advice. It says poor advice. You shouldn't have trusted this person. Mistrust, wrong decisions, and there's some moral repercussions that are going to come back on you. That's what it says here. Moral repercussions for something that was done, Gemini, in this relationship with Libra, right? So there's something here where somebody could have given you the wrong information. Maybe they told you something is okay and it's not. Because whatever it is, it appears to be unconventional, whatever this is. Somebody's untruthful. Somebody could have been lying about something. I'm trying to think if there's any other meanings for that. Something could go into court. Because this is also a court. Right? The Hierophant. In other news, though, somebody could be questioning the originality of something. Right? Whether or not you created something. But it also goes on to say that you, Gemini, could have some problems with the law. So it's a couple of things going on. This Gemini could fall under some of these umbrellas here, right? Problems with the law. Something having to do with the court, right? Getting bad advice from somebody who is thought to be a revered guru, priest, preacher, whoever, right? Somebody who's supposed to be respected in the community. You may have consulted with this person. I feel like you went to this person in efforts to get some sort of advice or to have something done. I don't know what that's about, but this person is crooked, unconventional. They're out for themselves. So yeah, they're willing to help you as long as. So there's something here with this Page of Swords that comes up for you, Gemini, in this relationship with Libra. You are the subject of gossip, prying eyes. But somebody was getting some useful information, right? There's something here about you guys getting useful information that was supposed to help you in business or other dealings. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. You are the subject of gossip, this relationship. You were getting some useful information. Okay, Page of Swords. People gossiping, somebody getting useful information. This could be somebody who was younger. Gemini, it does say in this relationship with this Libra, listen, you know I don't play, okay? I don't play like that. It says time to be alert and observe carefully what others say. So you need to not only observe, but you need to be listening carefully to what other people are saying. It says that you need to be ready to take action when you see the right opportunity to take action. When you see the right opportunity, there's something that you guys are going to have to jump at. Now, it says here, consult with others. So, this is the way I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that you guys had already, Gemini, consulted with this Taurus energy or this bank or whoever this is or whatever this is, right? You consulted with somebody. You seeked out advice from this priest, this preacher, this guru, whoever this highly revered person is. But they turned out to be unconventional. I feel like that could be the element of surprise. Either you went to this person because you knew they were crooked, or you went to this person thinking that they would assist you somehow in a heavenly way, and it turned out to be a fraud. It could be one way or the other, right? But there's moral repercussions, whatever predicament this Taurus puts you in, that you have to pay for. The cards say it's better for you to seek your own path, and I think you do. Page of Swords comes up. Like I said, you hear people gossiping. You need to listen carefully to what these people are saying. But you're also looking for the right opportunity to consult with others who can advocate or speak on your behalf. There's something with a contract that is coming your way. This contract has to do with property. This contract has to do with your career, travel, or other agreements. So there are several of them. So I feel like you guys might already be caught up in some sort of agreements or something like that. But there's another one coming in about property and finances, right? So there's an additional one coming in. That's where we find the Page of Pentacles reversed. Whatever this message is that you get, it's unwelcomed. I don't like this. It speaks to somebody else's extravagance. Libra, you were extravagant in something, da-da-da, right? You were doing something underhanded. You were spending them little bits here and there so I couldn't catch it, right? So somebody wasn't spending like, I don't know, some people, I'm looking at my own financial status, right? So, first of all, never mind. Anyway, but increments, right? Increments. Even as a regular working person, I missed the increments of $50 that Bank of America was taking or letting their crew take. Letting their crew take the money like they ain't know. So, anyway, right? So, something like that. A regular working person could even miss something like that. So I feel like if you are one who has money, maybe they kept it under the 2,000 mark. I don't know where you are financially, but it was something where it was done sporadically, right? Meaning at different times where you'd miss it. Maybe they would pick a day when, like around the 1st or something like that, where you got all these bills due. Right? So they pick it, then they'll take the little money. You miss it because you're like, I got all these bills due anyway. As long as my main stuff is paid, I don't technically go back and look. So there's this need for you guys to go back and look at something, Gemini, and I feel like you have. And you're going to take action towards it, and you're going to advocate with people who can speak on your behalf. Somebody's going to speak on your behalf in terms of some sort of a contract that had to do with or has to do with property, your career, some travel or trip that you took, and other agreements that you might be involved in. Libra, you are the Empress reversed. It comes up in this energy, or you feel like your Gemini is the Empress reversed here. There's something where you could be having some money troubles. All right? But then Gemini goes on to say, yes, you're having money troubles, but you also helped yourself to something that wasn't yours. My money, Page of Pentacles, comes up reversed here. Somebody didn't have a job. You know, Gemini is saying you ain't, you know, I'm not employed, da-da-da, you ain't giving me da-da-da. I just thought about something. Child, go ahead, girl. I'm not mad at you, okay? I want you to go ahead. Get them increments, okay? Child. Anyway, listen, okay? We have the Empress that comes up reverse here. Somebody could be experiencing some money troubles, right? Empress reversed. It says here that somebody could be experiencing some issues. Now, if not just money troubles, but relationship and domestic issues, right? Libra, you argue that Gemini takes too much from you. You take too much from me. But Gemini says back to you. Now, keep in mind, these are two air signs going at it, okay? You got to remember that. So some of the emotions are going to be the same. They're just said differently. So Gemini's argument is, someone is helping themselves to what is yours. It says, you're taking what's mine, Libra. Libra comes back and says, I'm needy because you take too much from me. So these people are going back and forth, right? We have the High Ferrant. This is Taurus energy that comes up. There's something with poor leadership, a bad guru that Gemini may have consulted with about this relationship, because Lovers does come up under Libra. Now that's Gemini energy, or some people say, listen, it's Virgo. It's not Virgo. This is just Gemini. I was thinking of another card. So it says here, with this relationship and the status of it, because you guys feel like you're taking too much from me, each feels like, you know, you're not giving the right portion, or the portion given, or it's incorrect, like it's imbalanced, right? So you see that, but the relationship is out of balance. Lovers, relationship out of balance, right? This is the shadow side of the equation. So Libra is now showing their shadow side to Gemini, or Libra feels like Gemini is showing the shadow side. It says here, Libra, that you are questioning your initial attraction to this Gemini. Like, what did I even find cute about you? Right? You wasn't even cute anyway. Now I'm looking at you. You're questioning, what did I even find attractive? And usually when you're fighting, or after there's a major breakup, or if you're going through some sort of a battle, typically you look at your partner like that. When I say start looking like that, they don't never look good again. I'm just saying. Yo, and chicks really be thinking, oh, I got you. Okay. Until he turns into a monster. I'm just saying. Like, you know, look what I got. You know, these chicks be trying to find some fault in you. Like, oh, look what I got. She treated him wrong. He gonna turn around and do the same thing to you. Okay? He is. I ain't gonna lie. Unless he changed now. If people can change, there are people that can bring a different side out of other folk, right? We get that, but I'm just saying. From what I've seen, it all turns out I'm not even a pessimist when it comes to love. Like, I love, but there's certain patterns that, especially when you walk into it like, all the other women is crazy and I'm the one. Now, I want you to look at the long list in line of chicks who did that, and look where they is, okay? They in the same spot that chick number 1 was in. Let's be real, okay? Anyway. So in any way, somebody could be having some issues here with creativity, productivity, whatever this is. This Empress reverse could be somebody who is lazy, right? This could be somebody's mistress, or maybe it's supposed to be somebody's secret, but it feels like it's an energy of stuck, right? If you know you're not a side piece, right? It could just be one of those things where I'm not a happy Empress right now, because I want to do basic understandings too, right? So you could just be an unhappy Empress at this time. And you could be saying, I'm needy because you're taking from me, and Gemini is accusing you of that. This Lovers card comes out reverse. You're questioning, why was I ever attracted to you? But then you go on to say, and you follow, it's not even a, oh, you ugly now. It's not that. To look deeper into why the Lovers comes up reverse for Libra, it's like, I'm questioning why I was ever attracted to you, as it feels like your values have been corrupted, right? So somebody just messed you all up. Like, you go from this person that I love to somebody who's a complete monster. It's like you let all these other influences and all this other stuff take away really who you are, right? So when I met you, you was the high Pharaoh upright, right? And now whatever you did makes you the high Pharaoh reverse. You's a liar, all right? You did some stuff. You let somebody incorporate or infiltrate your feelings. You let chicks hop in your bed or whatever you was doing. You was traveling, you was this and you was that. And now this is how I feel about you because that's my reality, all right? So it's something like that. Now, the other piece to this Empress reverse, just to go into that piece of it, this could simply be somebody who is lust, materialism, addiction. I could simply be a side piece, right, who's lazy. Ain't no productivity. I ain't got that no productivity. I got access to what's yours. And then I'm going to turn around and manipulate you and tell you, you ain't giving me enough. I'm going to make you feel bad, right? I'm going to say you taking from me. Like, I can't, like that, right? So it's manipulative, right? And it could fall under lust, materialism, and addiction. I want to be clear. You could be an unhappy Empress who had a breakup, all right? And you're questioning how this happened, why, and the question is not because the person, oh, you ugly now. It's because this person was once somebody who was righteous, somebody that was holy, somebody who was honest, and all this other stuff happened and they didn't really have any self-control. They let these outside influences get in the way. And that's why you turned into the high Pharaoh reverse to me. I no longer respect you. I don't rock with you. I question you. But we also have here for Libra in this relationship with Gemini, the Three of Wands. This is success and enterprise. This is seeing your projects thrive. This is some sort of a wedding. Libra, it also says that you have a new important relationship. There's intense activity. There's a trip away. It says that you're seeing your plans realized. So whatever plans you guys made, good. You're good. Whatever projects you have going, thriving. Thriving. And you got Gemini looking on or whatever's going on. Gemini is looking on that you thrive, okay? It says, though, non-conformity. It says that Libra is expressing the more eccentric sides of themselves, right? I'm eccentric. I don't care. This is why I want to wear my bell-bottom pants, right? I want half my head to be dyed, whatever. I'm expressing myself. I'm free. This is how I feel, right? See, and the thing is, too, we're all compartmentalized. So when you express different parts of yourselves, oh, she crazy. Oh, they just broke up and she lost her mind. She dyed her hair pink and all this. Whatever. You're expressing yourselves because really you guys are free in a sense. Right, an unhappy Empress. Okay. Right, so that could mean that for some of you guys. But the main point of this Three of Wands, because I do feel like there's a lot of activity going on. You guys are going to be working with a lot of people. There's going to be travel. You're going to have the opportunity to expand something in business. So whatever you were thinking of doing in business, you're going to collaborate with people to get it done. Right? You have Gemini looking on at this. They're looking, they're observing. It says something about them taking some sort of action for somebody to speak on their behalf. For some of you guys, you're going to have a Gemini, Gemini might ask you to speak on their behalf when it comes to something. The common energy here is the Seven of Pentacles. It says that both you guys are close to the finish line. It says that this is the card of doing, right? So we know that Libra's on the road. Libra's ready to travel. They're thriving. Just want to be clear about that. It feels like you go from an unhappy Empress to, after this breakup, a happy Empress. Or this is some side piece that's getting paid now. She ain't conforming. But she's still under lust and da-da-da, whatever. Whichever Empress you are, okay? Reverse, whatever. Seven of Pentacles. Common energy. Both you guys are close to the finish line. This is a card of doing, not thinking, not philosophizing. Can't say that word. Philosophizing, whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway, right? This is about keeping focus and being patient. You guys are being advised that you need to reflect on something. You need to be relentless at whatever tedious hard work is very specific. It says that you guys are at a point where something is tedious. So you're on the verge of finishing something. Your hard work is going to pay off. It says you guys need to stay focused during this tedious stage in a current project. So both you guys might be working on some sort of a project together. Something that you guys are hoping is going to give you the success that you want. The success that you've been waiting for. It looks like you guys are waiting for a return on your investment. What's this return on investment? Okay, this return on investment has to do with a bank, okay? Alright, so whatever that's about. I'm not going to go too far into this one, but do I want to do these first? Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Why is this significant here? I mean, this is really not going to give me, but what do I need to know about this? What is the Seven of Pentacles, this investment made? There could be some investment made between, obviously, Libra and Gemini, but also there was some sort of an investment made between a Gemini and a Taurus. That simply could be a bank, an investment in a bank or something like that, or some banking institution. There's unwelcome news. Somebody's going to get, Gemini, you might get some unwelcome news about finances and property from a bank. Something underhanded is being done. I don't know what that's about. It says here that somebody was helping themselves to what is yours because they have a false sense of entitlement. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Sound like your money to me. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's name could start with an N. More. Somebody could be a Scorpio whose name starts with an N or whatever. It don't matter. I just want some more variety about this. X. So there's a Scorpio X, N, X. All right, this is the investment. There was a Scorpio invested in X, N, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, U. N-U, U-N. K. There's a Scorpio K-X-N-U under the Seven of Pentacles. These people look like they could have invested in something, right? There's a contract for property, career, travel, and other agreements. It suggests that you're already in some agreements, and this is you entering another one. You guys are close to the finish line. Some tedious work at the end of something. Scorpio comes up again. So there's Scorpio K, Scorpio X-U-N. Alright, we're going to leave that. Give me one more in all fairness. This looks like something is being driven by a Scorpio. There might be two Scorpios here. One might start with an N. The other one might start with a K or an XU. Whatever this is about. Libra and Gemini. Finances are a problem, says Gemini, in this relationship. We know that. You guys are having some financial issues at the moment. There's something where you get, when I feel like the unwelcome news is somebody might be auditing you, or somebody could literally be sending you something about property, like this property is not yours, you have to turn it over, or we have some questions about how you obtain this